Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahushua Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, who to rule and teach well. Peace and blessing salutations as always to the sincere believers, the hopefully elect. It's your brother Azariah, back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, going into the persecution that's coming down from the left hand. And many people don't even realize how crucial of a time that we're in. We're in a time where the elites they're really about to come down and with some heavy-handed draconian measures. And why is this going to happen? Because they're being exposed. The truth continues to come out with more force day after day after day, month after month, year after year. And the fact that they can no longer control the narrative, this is a problem for them. See, 20, 30, 40 years ago, people's main source of getting news and information was turning on the TV, watching the mainstream news broadcast and the newspaper and magazines and stuff like that, right? Now, today, especially with the younger generation, it's all about social media. It's all about TikTok and IG and, Twitter, X. You know what I'm saying? This is where people are now getting their news from. And the reason why this is so detrimental to the powers that be and what they trying to do is that social media, the people that are on these certain platforms, they're not being paid off by the small hats. They're not being funded by these elite bankers. This is real independent underground journalism that's giving you the real truth about what's going on in this world. The people that you see on TV, CNN, Fox News, all these people are paid off. All these people are in the pockets of the small hat elite bankers. So this is why people now understand the narrative that's being given on these mainstream news platforms and what's going on in the earth. It's not adding up. 2 plus 2 is not equaling 4. So the fact that people have access to this wealth of information on the internet, this is a big plus for the average citizen, because now people are hip to all the BS and all the lies that the powers that be have pushed. The lies are unraveling. They can't keep this dog and pony show going no more. The jig is up. All right. And this is why they want to ban TikTok. I got this video here. We're going to check it out. This is why they want to ban TikTok. They want to ban Twitter. See, because they can't control the algorithm on these certain platforms. So if they can't control it, if they can't push their narrative how they would like to, then it got to go. Point blank, period. And I forget if Joe Biden, because I know that it passed through the Senate, but I forget if he signed it or if he didn't sign it. But either way, they going to shut down the internet anyway. Whether they leave TikTok up, like I put up an article today saying that TikTok wanted to sue the U.S. government for this TikTok ban. So we'll see what happens with that. But the bottom line is the elites, they coming down with great wrath, Revelation 12 and 12, because they know they have a short time. Salakia for my throat, it's my allergies acting up. But they know they have a short time. And Esau, he has everything to lose. And when a person has everything to lose, they become irrational. They become beside themselves. They become violent. It's just like when you back a rat or a dog into a corner. When you corner that rat or you corner that dog, they're in a position of feeling vulnerable. They're in a position to where they feel like they don't have a way out, and the only way to get out is to fight those that are backing them into the corner. And the way that Esau is going to fight, he's doing it through his laws and legislation, but the ultimate tool that he's going to use to fight back is the sword, because this is this man's blessing. When you go back to Genesis, the 27th chapter, all right, Esau was blessed with the sword, all right, and his laws and legislation are part of that sword, you see. But that rat and dog, when they're backed into that corner, they gonna jump up and they gonna bite your ass because they feel like that's their only option. So Esau, he's gonna maneuver in the same way because this man is carnal. He's not spiritual. All right. Esau is not gonna fight you with the scriptures. He's not gonna fight you with reasoning and understanding. No, this man gonna come at you and throw you in jail. He's gonna behead you. He's gonna um, order you to be deleted under a firing squad. This is what this man is gonna do. And why is he gonna do this? Because he can no longer control the narrative. You see, because Esau's foundation was built on lies, and when your foundation is built on lies, it's not a firm foundation. Once people start to expose you for what you've been lying about all along, your whole society collapses, man. And this is what we're living through. See, we're living through the fall of an empire. America, the beast system as a whole, this place is falling and it's going out just like how ancient Rome went out. You know what I'm saying? So again, when Esau feels like he got everything to lose, so he gonna go out with a bang. And really, the truth that's coming out against these devils, these worldly bankers, this is really the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Shah in the earth consuming this man. All right, and this is prophetic that the Lord said that He would do this. That the man of sin must be revealed before he's taken out the way. And indeed, right now, that man of sin is being revealed, and it's being revealed as Esau Edom, the so-called white man, starting with the top elite small hat bankers. Right? It starts with them on down to the regular Joe Blow, six-pack drinking Edomite. Okay, but everything's on the table. Yahweh Bashmel Shah, he's doing a great work. You see, and when these unrighteous decrees do come, a lot of people are going to be perplexed. They're not going to know what to do. They're not going to understand what's going on. Because again, people really don't understand the depth and magnitude of the times that we're entering into. This devil about to lose his mind. This here is 2nd Ezra 5 in verse 1. It says, "Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the days shall come, that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden." Now, like I said, they're going to shut down the internet. They're going to close off every avenue that you can gain truth or any insight to what's going on. They're going to shut all that down. It's going to be a straight up hard reset. Okay? And the land shall be barren of faith. Yeah. Especially these Christians out here, Basically, I'll just say this. If you don't believe upon Yahweh Bashmel Shai, if you're not tapped in to the Lord, and you don't if you haven't based your foundation upon the true understanding of Yahweh Bashmel Shai, then you're gonna fall by the wayside. Christians, they gonna lose their faith because they believed in falsehood all along. They're gonna be calling on JC. They're not gonna get no answer. Muslims, they're gonna lose their faith because Allah is not gonna come to save them. The Hindu gods, they're not gonna save the Elamites and whoever believes in that. It's all gonna be vanity. See, the only salvation that's gonna be afforded to you in this time is through Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. Okay, this is why it says the land is going to be barren of faith, because the faith that these people have is in this world. And once this world passes away, all the things of this world, they're going to pass away with it. But hey, look, the devil, he's coming with it. He's scared. He's terrified. And he going to go out swinging. So we're going to check this TikTok video out real quick. I got 2 articles as well. And of course, we're going to grab some more precepts. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying.
3 clips and prove to you that they're trying to ban TikTok because this app is pro-Palestinian. Our first clip comes from the CEO of the Anti-Defamation League, a Zionist by the name of Jonathan Greenblatt. Let's see what he has to say.
The issue in the United States of support for Israel is not left and right. It is young and old. And so we really have a TikTok problem.
This Zionist is saying that Israel has a TikTok problem because TikTok is the place where people are being educated and turning pro-Palestinian. And that's true. The world has gotten to see the horrors that are happening in Gaza because of TikTok. But that's not all the CEO of the ADL said.
To talk about TikTok.
This is the same guy.
TikTok, if you will, it is the 24/7 news channel of so many of our young people, and it's like Al Jazeera on steroids, amplifying and intensifying the anti-Semitism and the anti-Zion with no repercussion.
What you just saw is that he took those ideas from the first clip and went on the news to influence public opinion. Now I have one more clip for you.
In the United States, you are promoting to kids self-harm videos and anti-Israel propaganda. Why is there such a dramatic difference?
That's Senator Ted Cruz arguing for a TikTok ban, using the same exact talking points as Jonathan Greenblatt, saying that we should ban TikTok because it's anti-Israel, because it's anti-Zionist. The man in that video is Senator Ted Cruz, and when I looked at who funds him, guess what I found? Ted Cruz is almost exclusively funded by pro-Israel lobbies.
See that? So look, all these leaders and politicians, the people that you see on the news, right? They're all in the pockets of the small hat. They own and control everything. They own the banks. They own and control Hollywood. They own the, I'm trying to find a PC way to say it, the PORN industry, right? They own that, which that's connected to Hollywood. They own all the car dealerships. You know what I'm saying? They own all the mainstream media networks. So you see, even when you go back to Kanye, right? When he said what he said about the small hat, what did they do? They took away his Adidas deal. Now, they couldn't do that unless they had some serious power, right? Unless they own all these corporations. Well, guess what? People are now finding out that this is in fact the case. So all the problems that you see in the world, it all goes back to the small hats. All right, it all goes back to E. And this is what's hurting them so much. This is why these devils are so hurt, because they're being, you know, it's like a big light is being shined on them, man. You know, but the whole time they were in the shadows, they were in the dark, and people couldn't see what they was doing. Now the spotlight is on them. Now they being questioned. Now they're being brought up on charges. And this is all part of that man of sin being revealed, right? But let's continue.
Of course, we have AIPAC, the Republican Jewish Coalition, and NORPAC, which is another pro-Israel lobby. The reason this bill was passed so quickly is because of the enormous influence that the pro-Israel lobby has over our politicians. They've paid them tens of millions of dollars. Our politicians serve Israel's interests, and that's clear. Instead of upholding their country's values, my country's values of free speech, our First Amendment, instead of listening to the people on TikTok, half of America is on TikTok saying, we don't support genocide, stop sending weapons, we need a ceasefire. They want to shut it down. Instead of listening to the people they represent, they want to shut us down. This app has changed my life, and it's given me the chance to change others' lives for the better. Without this app, I wouldn't be going to college this year, I don't think. And I know I'm not alone. I know there's artists and small businesses and everyday Americans who use this app for entertainment, information, to discuss things, to make money for themselves. We should not let corruption take that away from us. That's all I have to say. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.
And the thing about it is, corruption is going to overtake everything because it's biblical prophecy. You see, but right after corruption overtakes everything, righteousness is going to be planted on the planet Earth, man. You know, through righteous rulers, starting with Yahweh Shai and the 144. You see? So this devil, he's going down. And matter of fact, we can just go here. You know, the fact that Esau, the fact that he's moving the way that he's moving shows that he's well aware of what time it is. This is an article from the People's Voice.tv. IDF caught training U.S. police military tactics to deal with Americans who criticize Israel. And this shows you right here that we coming into the times of Jeremiah 30:7. Okay, that time of Jacob's trouble, a time that has never been seen before and shall likewise not be seen again. This is a critical time in the history of the planet Earth. You see, when you think about all the world wars that have taken place, when you think about all the conflicts, all the death that has occurred, it ain't gonna be nothing compared to the time that we coming into. This is why we continuously reiterate the point that if you ain't got Yahweh Bashem Yahushua coming into this thing, you ain't gonna make it out. You gonna perish. That's guaranteed, right? So the IDF, you see, they're training U.S. police military tactics, okay? Because they about to come down hard on those that are, as they say, anti-Sem, right? It says here, the Israel Defense Forces is secretly training U.S. police how to use Israeli military-style tactics to deal with Americans who dare to criticize Israel. And this also goes into them taking away the First Amendment, all right, silencing those that are bold enough to speak against the regime of the small hat. And really what they want to do, because they also looking to ban the Bible, they want to they want to get the men of the Lord off the internet and off the streets, okay? They want to jail the men of the Lord, so we understand what time it is, we know, coming into this truth that this is what comes with it. This is all a part of entering in at that straight gate, and trust and believe that when Esau comes, that he's going to use our videos against us. He's going to use our videos as a witness against us. But hey, you know what? It is what it is, because we speak through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and we know that this is what the devil would do. You see? So yeah, man, death is coming on the earth in a very profound way by these devils. You see? Let's get a little bit of this. It says the first article featured in the above screenshot from the U-ish Voice for Peace is a real eye-opener, explaining how Israel has been militarizing U.S. police for many years. Only after, and you know what, on that point of the police being militarized, you got police out here that got automatic weapons, AR-15, like assault style weapons. Why do police have that kind of artillery when they're supposed to police? They out here strapped up like they going to war. So yeah, indeed, they have been being militarized for many years, but it's about to get to the next level. Only after the George Floyd incident did the Israel-U.S. police partnership hit the pause button, after it was revealed via leaked documents and whistleblower testimony that Israel is, in fact, responsible for the militarization of U.S. police and all the oppression that comes with it. You see that? So look, you can't deny that the small hat, and this is why the spirit in the earth is really against them, because they're really what's wrong with the earth, man. They're the cancer of the earth. Esau in general, but especially the small hat. Because they're the chief house of Esau. They're the first of the nations, as it is written. So they have control over everything. They control all these Western nations. Not even just the West, but majority of these nations worldwide. All right, they got it like that. They're not in trouble as other men. It says, as explained by U.S. Voice for Peace, senior ADL staff sent a draft memo entitled law enforcement trainings in Israel to CEO Jonathan Greenblatt at the height of the Floyd saga in June 2020, fully explaining how Israel's impact on U.S. police has created a hostile relationship between police officers and citizens across the country. The document details how the ADL, one of the main facilitators of, and the ADL is the Anti-Defamation League, also a organization set up by the Small Hat, right? Was forced to acknowledge that its exchange program helped militarize U.S. police and harm communities of color. U.S. Voice for Police reporter. So look, man, these devils, they can't hide themselves no more. Everything is coming out against them, all right? And best believe that Yahweh Bashmel was shy. Listen, man, these devils ain't seen nothing yet. Because listen, all that they doing, it's gonna come right back on them. All right, let's get this one too here. Canada to imprison anyone who has ever posted, quote, hate speech online. And what is hate speech according to the powers that be? Hate speech is anything that speaks against the narrative, the agenda of the elites, okay, anything that they would consider anti-Sem. So preaching the Bible really to them is the main offense. You see, this is why they trying to, this is why they're going to outlaw the Bible, all right? Because the Bible is really, especially the men of the Lord breaking down the prophecies and making known, making plain the understanding, to the hopeful elect and really all people, man. Because listen, everybody watches the Israelites, everybody watches the prophets, quiet as is kept, and that's another reason why this vibration is so profound in this time, man, because the truth is finally being declared, but these things are considered hate speech to these devils, and they gonna lock your ass up, throw you in jail. And when you go to Revelation 2:10, it says here, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Now, last time I checked, I don't see some red guy with, horns on his head and a pitchfork and a, neatly shaved goatee going around locking people up. That's not what I see, all right? It's really Esau. He has the power to lock you up, to demonize you and throw you in jail for preaching the Bible, all right? That's the so-called white man. Okay, but these decrees are coming down from the very top, which is from Amalek, the small hat. You see? The devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So who's the devil? Okay? And this dude, he got all kind of stuff going against him. Child rape charges and, just all manner of wickedness and evil that this guy got going on, But, hey, the Lord told us that we're going to have to go through that tribulation. We're going to have to go through that straight gate, that the devil is going to cast us into prison. Not for anything that we've done wrong according to the Most High, but we're going to be found offenders to the devil because we speaking against him. All right. Then when you go to Matthew 10:28, it says, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. So to hell with this devil, to hell with what he gonna do. We fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You see? We fear the Lord, man. So we know that this devil, he was set up to do this. He was set up to be the adversary. He was set up to tempt us. But, at the end of the day, the true believers, the true men of the Lord, we going to maintain our integrity to the end, even if it means death. See, because bowing down to this devil in his image, that's not an option, man. because ultimately his end is destruction. So if you follow him, you guaranteed to be destroyed too. This is what we telling our people, man. Like, listen, to hell with this world. Like, this shit is done. Excuse my expression, but this place is really done, man. You got to get that in your head right now. Understand that. Understand that persecution is coming. Understand that you're going to have to stand 10 toes down for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. See? Because, hey, look, you're going to lose everything. You got a job. They gonna check, what you watching on YouTube. They gonna check what you've been posting on X, and even what you've been watching. They gonna look at your watch history and say, oh yeah, well, you watch Great Millstone, you watch GMS. Oh yeah, we now we gonna lock your ass up. See, this is what the devil is setting up. You see, he's setting up the precedent for him to move forward with his demonization of the true believers. And this is the same thing that was going on in ancient Rome. This is exactly how they started rolling up on the what they call Christians back then, but they were followers of the way, followers of Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. They was doing the same thing. So this again shows you that we back in Rome all over again. This is the revival of Rome, because just like how they persecuted the true believers back then, the same thing is coming now. And you see this thing coming full force, right? But let's not forget. Let's go here to Daniel 3:16. Okay, because Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in ancient Babylon, they was tempted with this same tribulation. It says Daniel 3:16, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. Now, of course, this is when King Nebuchadnezzar, he ordered, everyone to bow down to the image when the music played, right? And these three men, these three Hebrew men refused to do so, right? It says, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. Verse 17, if it be so, our power, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, because their judgment was to be thrown into the fiery furnace for refusing to agree with the decree of the king. You see, they bucked up against the order, all right, which that was an unrighteous decree, for them to bow down and serve another god. You know what I'm saying? But they refused. Right. And he is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. Verse 18, but if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. And that's the mindset that we got to have. We got to have that same mindset that no matter what, we not going to bow down to the image of the beast. We not going to follow this devil to destruction, because that's all that he got coming. See, Esau, he's the vessel of wrath fitted for destruction. So why the hell would you follow this nigga to destruction, man? Why? Now, of course, we are in the flesh, so, we are going to have fear, doubt is going to cross our minds. Like, none of us are above that. But at the same time, this is why being grounded in his faith is so important. This is why being close to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and really walking in the spirit and hearing the voice of the Lord is so important, man, because you're going to be able to navigate and be good through all that hell and chaos that this devil is going to bring. You see? And guess what? When those three Hebrew boys were thrown into the fiery furnace, who delivered them out of there? It was Yahweh Shai, right? That's why when you read the description of Yahweh Shai in Revelation 1, it talks about feet as if burned in a furnace. That's a clue right there to let you know that Yahweh Shai was there in that fiery furnace, man. So that's a cut to all you Old Testament only Hebrew Israelites, man, that don't believe upon Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is all throughout the scriptures, man. It testified of him. You see? So let's read a little bit of this. The Trudeau regime has introduced an Orwellian new law called the Online Harms Bill, C-63, which will give police the power to retroactively search the internet for, quote, hate speech violations and arrest offenders, even if the offense occurred before the law existed. You see that? So this is an example of an unrighteous decree to the utmost degree. See that? Even before the law existed, they still able to get you on what they are going to deem as hate speech. So look, this devil hurt and he on the way out. So he just going crazy. This new bill is aimed at safeguarding the masses from so-called hate speech. And since when has Esau cared about hate speech? Here it is, right? You allow niggas like Lil Nas X and Lil Uzi Vert and all these degenerate niggas, man. Like all they do is spew hate all day long, right? But you don't pass a bill to outlaw that. And as a matter of fact, the small hats, they fund these niggas, man, to push the degeneracy on our people. They pay them handsomely to push images and lifestyles that are detrimental to the well-being of Jake and pretty much all the people all over the earth. But they haven't banned that. So they push the wickedness, but when it comes to the truth, they want to ban that. And they look, as the scriptures say, the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. You see, the real shocker in this bill is the alarming retroactive aspect. Essentially, whatever you said in the past can now be weaponized against you. Now, listen, this is what I was saying when I brought up the point of, they're going to use our videos against us. They're actually going to use these things like, yeah, well, didn't you say this? This is anti-Sem and you made this statement. Well, hey, yeah, well, hey, you damn right. Okay, guilty as charged, man. Do what you got to do, you damn devil. They gonna use it against us, man. And they can, and as they say, even before this law was put into place, they can get you on stuff that existed before then. So really, there is no getting out of it, But Yahweh Shemel Shai going to be with us. He's going to give us the proper words to say, because we're going to be brought before judges and all that type of stuff, man. We're going to be accused falsely, just as Yahweh Shai was accused falsely. This is all a part of this, once again, the straight gate. It says, it can now be weaponized against you by today's draconian standards. Historian Dr. Muriel Blave has weighed in on this draconian law, labeling it outright, quote, mad. And yeah, it is mad. It is crazy. But this devil is crazy. All right, he's out of his damn mind, because he really thinks that he can strive against Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And he can't get to the Most High, so he gonna come for the prophets. All right. Esau's gonna come for the true believers, the true men of the Lord, man. You see? So yeah, this devil definitely out of his damn mind. She points out how it literally spits in the face of all Western legal traditions, especially the one about only being punished if you infringe on a law that was valid at the time of committing a crime. So Esau said, man, you don't even gotta be infringing on a law that's valid at this time. Even if we gonna get you on laws that were valid prior to this new decree. So he don't give a damn. And that's all we can get from that. Y'all pretty much get the point. But yeah, times is definitely getting serious. So we can close out on this here. This is 1 Corinthians 16 and 13. It says, watch ye, stand fast in the faith, quit you like men, and be strong. See, so we're supposed to stand fast in the faith. All right, no matter what obstacle comes against us, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. The scriptures actually say that. But you got to wholeheartedly believe that, man. Like, you really got to be in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay? You're supposed to be, gird up ourselves like men and be strong. Now is not the time to get weak. Now is not the time to fall by the wayside and be in that woe is me spirit. we gotta stand up, man. We gotta stand 10 toes down, and I'm saying that more so myself than for anybody else. You understand? But this is just an exhortation to the sincere brothers, to the sincere sisters out there that look, we gotta stand strong in this thing because now it's crunch time. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is on his way. And we want to be found acceptable. We want to be crowned at the end of all this. Because look, our rest is at hand. The kingdom is at hand. This is what we're coming into. We're coming into the end. Well, we're at the end of Esau's world, and we're crossing over, transitioning into the beginning of ours, and it's a beautiful thing. But before we get to that final glory, we're gonna have to go through the fire and be tried. Just like all the prophets was tried. Yahweh Shai, he had to go through trials and tribulations, right? We're gonna have to go through the same thing now. And every brother or sister trial and tribulation may not even be that extreme. Like everybody's gonna have a different trial according to the portion of the spirit. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is not going to give you more than what you can handle. So whatever that the Lord is going to throw at you, just know that you can handle it. Otherwise he wouldn't give you that to go through. Understand? So time is short. Time is short, and faith is of the essence, and should be in the forefront of the hopefully Lex walk. All right, so we're gonna close out here. Hopefully this lesson was edifying and encouraging through the Rakakadash. Call Allah, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakadash. And until next time, Lord willing, Shalom to the elect.